Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We're going to dive right into another casual match, see who we get, and I don't know, as I've mentioned before, I'd like to give ranked play a try again sometime. I still think that it will overrate me, but on the other hand, I'm doing okay in the casual matching. I don't seem to be a disastrous player. We beat David, who I don't know how good he is, but it did show he had on his badge that he's in master tier, which is the sort of pool of matchmaking for good players. Which I have that badge too. I could put it on. I was a master 3.5 years ago or whatever. 2.5, 3.5. Yeah, this looks like another bot. No drones about it. Anyway, but I don't think I'm that good anymore. So okay, what do we have here? It looks pretty blue. Maybe you could go Drake into Lance-Tooth or something? Tatsu I don't think is that much of a threat. And try to get some Hellhounds in there, maybe? Switch to red. Yeah, this... High econ, again, I really don't believe you. I ought to threaten to punish this by just going high aggression at this point, shouldn't I? I think I should build an Animus here and start building Tarsiers and say, okay, go ahead, build a bunch of drones. I hate that I'm doing this so much against these bots because I don't consider myself a humongous rush player and I'm not that good at it. But I just don't think that it... I don't know, maybe with Drake you can defend going high. I don't... It doesn't seem good to me. I'm going to see what I can do about playing this aggressive line to counter his high econ build. So Drake is kind of like a... He's building Blast Forge and Animus now. Interesting. Health Hounds, I guess? So I want to do something like this. I'd like to... Oh, wait, no, hang on. I don't need the Rhino. I was thinking that this is like a Blood Rager, where you pay 3 attack to gain a useful unit. What I want to do is... Whoops, I just need 1 Blast Sword, thanks. I want to be able to get some Lance-Tooths out. Which cause you to you spend attack to build them as well as spending money. If as I expect my opponent builds a wall here, my 2 Tarsiers are doing nothing, right? But I can build a Lance-Tooth and say, they are doing something. They're allowing me to build this high efficiency unit coming up. And next turn I can build another one or 2 if I really want, but I suspect that what I'll want is a wall. So wall plus what? Tarsiers or something? I'm trying to figure out if I need another engineer now. Maybe I could build a perforator. I'd like another Blast Forge, honestly, so I can get Hellhounds, but I think that that's just too Hellhound plus wall. I think that's too optimistic. I don't have enough drones to support any more resources than this, really. I'm already having trouble with what I've got. So I don't know if I'm supposed to build an engineer here. I guess I shouldn't commit then, huh? So we build a wall, that leaves us with $8 next turn. I could build 2 Tarsiers with that. That seems pretty aggressive. Or I'll have 3 attack. I think I'll want to build another Lance. No, because I want a wall, so I can't build a Lance-Tooth. I can build 2 perforators, I guess, and then I can afford the engineer to replace the one I'm about to perhaps lose. Yeah, let's try something like that. The perforators should put him under a lot of pressure and also give me a way to spend my red. Yeah, okay. so sort of unsurprisingly, he spent his 2 perforators and then threw the attack away to get himself a lance tooth. If I build a wall and my own 2 perfs and attack with my rhino, he's having to lose 2 engineers, which is awkward for him. And I can threaten a lot of attack, cause him to defend a lot, and maybe get the attack, maybe not. I can always not click the perfs to build something, or I can build another lance tooth or something like that. So attacking for 4 is really good right now, actually. Well, because it makes him... The 5th attack doesn't even do anything, right? If I attack for the full... if I don't build a lance tooth, attack for everything, he has to lose wall. He can't use the engineer for anything productive. So that's kind of an interesting idea. But I can do the same general idea if I can find a useful way to attack for 3 less. Like use this perforator for defense and allow me to build, say, another rhino. Now I'm attacking for 5? I don't want to attack for 5. I want to attack for like 4 or 6 or something. I guess I can't really do that. I can't find a useful way. I can't find an excuse to not to make another non-attack, like leave this perforator back as well. It doesn't really help. So I guess we're just letting him lose exactly 1 wall, which I'm not thrilled about, but we're advancing our game plan while we do that, so it's fine, I hope. So we'll build a wall, attack with the perforator, and attack with this rhino as well, and build another rhino to let us defend. This way he threatens, like, actually he can't he could attack with like all but, oh no, a Drake. That's exciting. I see. He's probably not going to actually attack for 9. He'll probably attack for 7 because he doesn't want to tap the Drake to lose a Blast Forge. But if he does, I'm prepared. I have enough defense that I can afford for him to threaten that extra attack. And my Lance Tooth is... My second Lance Tooth is coming online now. Which is nice. Here, he's threatening to attack for all of this, and I don't really want to let him. So what I'm going to do is just hold back a drone, saying, you know what, if you want to blow up your Drake to kill a drone and an engineer, that's fine. I don't want to say, if you want to click your Drake to kill a wall, that's fine. I don't want to allow him that option, I don't think. I could allow it. I could say, go ahead. But I think defending is tough for me right now, and if I let him kill a wall, it gets a lot tougher. I'm going to just go ahead and make the sort of obvious play of holding back a drone. I don't know if it's the best play. In fact, I expect I'll lose the drone here, won't I? His attack with the Drake is probably not killing NG drone, which I'm losing anyway. It's killing the Rhino, which I'd rather keep alive. So I think that makes this play substantially better, the fact that I actually plan to lose the drone, not just like hold it back as an insurance policy. And I can sort of keep defending with walls and rhinos for a while, I hope. Because remember, he's not actually spending his Drake. Yeah, I seem to be able to build... I have exactly 10 drones. I can build wall rhino forever. And he's not adding any more attack, and I'm not losing anything. I'm just gradually killing his 2 walls and his drone NG every turn. So I think that this game is going to end in my favor eventually. I've reached a steady state, and he's getting worse. Yeah, and we got the breach. He can't breach us, so he's pretty much toast. There we go. Wall Rhino again. Actually, I don't even need the Rhino. Let's build, we'll build the Rhino. We're just gonna end, not NG, Rhino. We'll just end this game somewhat quickly. I expect he'll resign next turn, or this turn, yeah. Alright, so this is like the daily rewards stuff to unlock new skins. They want you to win at least... They'll give you, like... So this game has, like, unlockable aesthetic stuff. I can't remember the word. Cosmetic. Yeah, return to lobby. Okay, I'll show you guys. It's a bit silly. They have, like, basically scratcher tickets for... You can spend money to buy this stuff, but why would you? You know, you paid to buy the game already. And so you get these, like, power cores that you put into the armory, and then they give you, like... Honestly, it is like a scratcher ticket. You, like, click on some random things, and it's like... They're worth points, and if you can get together combos of things, like click all 4 of the blues, you get a bunch of other points, and you can spend them on unlocking skins that you can use in-game. You know, they have drones themed after most of the countries. They have various themed sets that are reminiscent of the original units, but themed in some cutesy ways. And you can buy emotes. I like this one. I'm all out of ideas. There we go. So you can spend this other microtransaction currency thing on, like, oh, what if I really wanted that smart bomb cluster bolt? Then I could spend some of this stuff that I have to allow me to get more clicks on this. And, like, I don't know. I don't really care about this stuff. But, I mean, to be fair, it must be said, I clicked on it and I found some skins that I thought were fun and was like, yeah, I want some of these. So, like, if I ever play a game with infusion grids, they have googly eyes. It's, like, adorable. I love the googly eyes. And we're using a natural animal-themed rhino as opposed to the default one that looks kind of more mechanical, like a robot rhinoceros. Anyway, so there you go. That's what that's all about. Let's get back into ranked here. We're on a 4-game win streak, which is nice. It's also our 4th win in... We've played 5 casual match games. We've gone lose, win, 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 which is... It's a nice feeling. But I expect to lose again at some point, and that's just how it's going to have to be. Even if I were the world's best Prismata player, which I am far from being, I would be losing somewhat regularly. Maybe not against these players. But, you know, up at the top they find... how do I... Okay. You can watch a game while you wait. Oh, look, it's Deep Drone again. Another bot. And we're at base +7? Yeah. So what do we have? Now this is a set where I think you can actually go high economy and get a Gauss Fabricator. Because there's an energy matrix available as a very high health defender that lets you absorb a lot more attack every turn, which is like a good way to build drones behind it, and in a way it sort of deletes, let's say, 2 of your opponent's attackers permanently from the game, because you're absorbing 2 more than you could with a wall. And that gives you more time to build up more economy. Gauss Fabricator is a kind of unit that you might like to build behind a big economy. Arca is also interesting, but we have energy grid already, so we wouldn't be absorbing onto Arca, we'd just be attacking with it. Now this time Deep Drone is not going high econ. How does he plan to punish me? Tesla coils, maybe? I'd like to see him try. I guess we'll see how it goes. I find it annoying that the drones predictably emote like every game on turn 3, and then like they don't really have a plan. They just pick an emote at random and do it. It doesn't give them the personality like these guys seem to think it does, is my opinion. Now, question: do we build the conduit now, or do we save and get like a? Yeah, we're building the conduit. He's going to be able to get, like, if he really wants to, he can build a steel splitter this turn and kill an engineer. Oh no. I think that we just have to live with that and build 3 more drones and a blast forge next turn, and then we can start defending with wall or even polywall. So polywall is interesting. It costs sort of as much as 2 walls, except it doesn't cost the blue. So it costs like twice as much money, but still just 1 blue. And are you kidding me? He's not spending his blue on anything. Okay. Anyway, and it's got 6 health, which is way better in a way than 2 3 health units, right? Because it can absorb per 5. But it can't really absorb per 5 because your opponent can choose to attack it directly. So it's really quite strong if you can like build it when your opponent doesn't have 6 attack, because then it actually just absorbs all their damage. But once your opponent builds up to 6 attack, they attack your polywall directly and have no attack left over, and so you're not actually blocking anything, which is a bad situation for you. I think I will build 1 polywall here because I think it'll keep him from dealing any damage to me for quite a while. And the question is, what do I build to go with it? It might be nice to build a second Blast Forge at some point, but I think we're actually an Animus. Oh yeah, we can start pumping out Hellhounds. We want more Blast Forges eventually, because I want to get an Energy Grid, and I want to get Apollo. But I'd love to get Hellhounds going. Although, it would be Tarsiers first and then Hellhounds, I guess? I'm not sure. One of the benefits that Hellhounds have over Tarsiers is that they don't have a build time of 2. So they attack right away, which is useful if your opponent... If you already have enough attack to stop your opponent from absorbing on them. But if making your first attack be fast doesn't matter. Your opponent's absorbing it all anyway. So it's kind of like Tarsier, and then Hellhounds is better than like starting with Hellhounds generally. Oh, of course, the Apollo. I should have thought about this. So Apollo is a unit that can destroy enemy units directly if they have 3 or less health. And it really can mess with your economy if you you were planning to build an Apollo of yourself, how about I just kill your Blast Forge? So it has a build time of 2, so like you get a warning about this. And I kind of need to now build... I need to get my Apollo now if I'm ever going to get it. Because he's threatening to destroy a Blast Forge and make it very difficult for me to ever get one. But I think I'm going to be okay with this. And I'm getting an Apollo as well because it's generally good. I didn't exactly want to get it this soon, but I'll be okay. And this leaves us with just enough to build another Tarsier. Next turn, we can build our Gauss Fab. And I would have loved to get like Hellhounds to sync up with these Tarsiers who are attacking, because right now they're not really doing anything. So I feel like I've definitely made some mistakes in this build order, but I'm feeling okay about where I am. Okay, so he sniped the Animus. We can't build more Hellhounds or anything. We can't build Hellhounds, but so he has 5 attack. That's all going to just go right into the polywall. Okay. So what do I do with my remaining blue? And my money? Maybe I should just drone? I'd love to replace my Animus so that I can get out some Hellhounds. But I can't quite afford that. I think I want a wall, because I'll want a wall sort of soonish once he's able to take out the polywall. No, if I build a wall, he'll just snipe it with the Apollo. Aha. Now, he can snipe Tarsiers, which is like not great for me, but not the end of the world. And they have just 1 health, so the Apollo is like, I don't know. I think I do want a wall, because I don't want him to be in the position of being able to snipe my only wall after he's killed my polywall. I want to have one out there ready to defend the attacks he's going to be making soon. Meanwhile, we can use our Apollo to snipe his Steel Splitters, which is very strong, because Steel Splitters are not only attackers like Tarsiers, they're also defenders. So he's threatening 7 attack, which is enough to kill the polywall. And he can also snipe a wall. So we're gonna want to build a replacement. So that we can still absorb something even after he snipes the wall. And I'm thinking of building a Gauss cannon because the Apollo can't kill it and it's an attacker. But the alternative would be to like build some engineers to replace the ones we're losing. Oh, hang on. I shouldn't build a wall. I should build an energy grid. He can't snipe this. So after he's killed the polywall, I'll really appreciate having a high health defender that he can't snipe. And I'll just put another drone behind this line. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I maybe shouldn't have built this wall, in fact. I had forgotten about the energy matrix. Did I not click my Apollo? I did. What did I kill? A steel splitter, I guess. Yeah, I remember. I did. It's just he still has 3, which is what he had last turn. But that's because he built one and then I sniped one. Ooh. He's building an Arca. Alright. Well, right now I could snipe his wall. But it's better to snipe Steel Splitter. So, I was thinking briefly of sniping the wall and being like, haha, he won't get any absorb. But no, his Arca is absorbing anyway. So, there you go. And let's build those Hellhounds. Where are they? And another Gauss? How much attack is this that I'm threatening now? 6? I'd like it to be 7, if I could. But I can't. Alright. Because I could then build the counter Arca and start using it to attack. I expect him to use his to defend, which is fine with me. Okay. I think I like building another Gauss. I want to put on as much pressure as I... Actually, the Gauss is not doing anything right now. It does. I now immediately regret this decision. All the Gauss cannon is doing is... Actually, it's a good idea because he's sort of... Really? You're not even going to kill the polywall? I think he should have killed the polywall. The Gauss cannon that I built is making it harder for him to snipe me away from 7 attack, which is a number I'd like to have. So if I can do something like... Oops. Just build 2 more Hellhounds. I'm threatening 8 attack next turn, and all he can snipe is 1 of it. So I'll have at least 7, which I can use to build my Arca. And I'll build another Gauss cannon, and another drone, and say like, okay, are you really threatening me enough? I don't think so. On the other hand, you know what? Maybe I should build a wall. Or an energy matrix, because you can't snipe those. I don't have the resources for that. Maybe I'll just build a wall to go with the drone. And now, this is sort of in anticipation of the fact that I'm going to be spending most of my stuff on an Arca next turn. Or I might... Oh, he built a polywall. What a jerk. Wait, so we're threatening 5 attack? We have 5 attack. Next turn, we'll have 8. He'll snipe 1 and I'll be at 7. Which I can kill the polywall with, or build an Arca. And I think I'll use it to build an Arca. I'll be spending 7 on the Arca, build another Hellhound, that's 12, leaving me with $9. And what am I going to build with 9? Another Gauss? That's 6. So I guess this 2 gold, there's no reason to float it. I'll build an engineer to make it easier to defend in the future. So I don't remember if you guys looked at Arca. The idea is it's a fairly cheap unit to build, but you have to spend 7 attack on it. It's kind of like a bigger version of the Lance Tooth that we saw in the previous game. So I can breach this if I want, but I would rather build the Arca and a wall. Ah, and I said a Gauss Cannon, but maybe a Tarsier is better? No. Gauss Cannon! Go get him. And now we're threatening to attack for 6, 9, 13. Plus he's probably going to snipe one, so call it 12. Which is a very comfortable amount to have. We can bust open 2 polywalls that way. Provided that we can defend without having to block onto the Arca. I'd like to get my energy matrix back, because it's my high energy... Wait, what did happen to my energy matrix? Did I lose it to defend onto the polywall? I guess I did. And that was a good play at the time. I just need to get the energy matrix back so that I can attack with my Arca. Well, I don't know if it was a good play, but it's a fine... It's a play that I'm okay with, that I don't wish I could have back. He's threatening quite a bit, actually. There we go. This defends even if he snipes a wall. But we're not building more attackers, except for these Gauss cannons coming out of the Fabricator, so I worry that he may actually be ahead of me now. We'll see. I'm getting more absorbed than he is with the energy matrix, so that's something, I guess. Well, we could build a polywall here. There we go. That defends. Yeah, that's what we want to do. And I don't have enough to do anything else, sadly. So I just have to hope that the Gauss cannons I'm pumping out eventually outvalue him. Plus the Rhino, I guess, is eventually going to switch to defense mode. But he has a lot of engineers. All these Hellhounds really added up for him. I'm surprised he's not defending on the Arca. He's losing a lot of value by attacking with it. But I guess, you know, he's causing a lot of pressure for me, and maybe that's worth it. Wait, should I snipe a wall? No. Ah, he's getting the energy matrix up, finally. That's pretty bad news for me. Yeah, he's attacking for way more than I am. Oh my god. And the main thing I have to show for it is that my attackers are higher health. So I can survive a breach a little bit, kind of, but I don't think I really can. I'm not sure why he's holding back the drone. I guess it's because if I were to do this, I would breach. Okay. We're actually cutting down his attack enough that I don't have to force field this turn, which is a nice feeling. Ah, it's because my Rhino has just come in for the defense. He's sort of like a free force field that we're getting. And he's no longer able... Wow, the BM. He's no longer able to snipe my attackers because I don't have any attackers small enough to snipe. So I'm able to kill his attackers with the Apollo and gain attackers of my own for free from the Gauss Fab, although I guess it's about to die. So... maybe I'm not that far behind? It's looking bad, though. Yeah? He just has so many drones. Like, he has like twice as many drones as I do. Which is pretty bad. And he's ahead in attackers as well. I think he's gonna get me. He's letting me, if I want, absorb onto the polywall. Which is fine, as long as I rebuild my energy matrix. I sort of gain some free health that way. seems like a mistake for him to have not targeted the polywall. But I suppose we shall see. Yeah, and now he can actually breach me, which is just no good at all. That's why he was able to do that, to not attack the polywall. A human would attack the polywall and say, fine, go ahead. But the bot calculated that this play, which looks high value for me to absorb onto the polywall and rebuild the energy matrix, is not a play that I can actually afford. Actually, maybe it kind of was my best play? I guess I have to do this, which is like clear. This is like conceding, I think. Yeah, I'm not really attacking him for anything. He can easily hold off all of this. I guess the main thing is, like, could I somehow overrun, like, could I stay alive long enough that I just kill all of his attackers? I think the answer to that has got to be no. Yeah, we're not even able to defend anymore. I don't know, I guess we can. But he's now building the Gauss fabs, or the Gauss fabricator to build Gauss cannons to neutralize the one advantage that I actually have. Which is that I have high health attackers. Yeah, alright, you got me. So what went wrong here? I went high econ, which is fine, I think. The polywall held him off for quite a while, but he got the Apollo out first. I don't think that makes a huge difference. But yeah, I guess what it is he kept droning for longer. Once all these defenses were up, I should have said, like, build more drones, I think. This Animus, like, I have all these resources that I'm not exactly spending, like my 3 Blast Forges. I lost the Animus, and I'm not droning behind, and he's gradually sneaking in more drones to allow him to build more attackers while I'm still mostly focused on defenders. Like, you can see I'm trying. I built this drone here. But he really went nuts with it, using, like, Hellhounds to buy him time to defend, and put some drones behind it. And then I think things just sort of fell apart. Alright, well, we're no longer on that 4-game win streak. Very, very sad. But it was useful to be humbled, to be reminded that just beating, you know, a couple of bots a few times and one player does not mean I'm the best Prismata player in the world. And it was fun, of course. It's always interesting to see, like, what you missed in a game, right? What went wrong there. I think the general plan of, like, going big and getting Apollo and Energy Matrix and Arca, like, all of that was good, but I didn't do it right. He did it better by building more drones, more Hellhounds, and getting the big stuff first. And I was sort of like playing catch-up. So that's my rough analysis. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.